Right, this is Vito W639. Basically, as you can see, what has happened there. Can you see all the black carbon? So hard stuff. You have to scrape it off like this. So what I've done is, as you can see, basically what I've done is I put some diesel on here, around here, and drove. Well, when I realized I've got carbon built up on it, what I done was I put diesel on it all around the injectors, basically around there, all the way. So I made sure that the diesel was up to there, the tip of the screwdriver, about up to there, and I left it on and I drove it for like a few days. And then after that, diesel kind of gone a bit. So after what I done, I put a bit of brake fluid, some petrol, and a little bit of diesel. So I mixed it all up, and I done exactly the same thing like I did with the diesel. So I filled it up. I filled all around there. I filled all around there with that mixed fluids. So it was like up to that. It was up to that. So after that, then after that, I left it on for about 3 days, and just keep driving it as normal for about 3 days. And now I've opened it all up. As you can see, I've got big mess here. As you can see, the liquid there, see, it's all like quite like a sludge. See, it's all like softened it up. So basically, when I got injector one out, it was quite easy. So I just pulled it out by hand. So now the second attempt is the second injector, which I'm going for now. Basically, I've got all 4 washers. It was this one that was leaking, the second one that was leaking, and that built all the carbons around here. Now what I've done, I've bought all the four washers, copper washers. I might as well do them all 4 at the same time. So this is my first injector that I go out. Seems quite simple. Well, to me, as you can see, the carbon around here, see, it's all like melted. It's all like quite soft. So that's what made it easy to come out, to pull out. So there you go. See, it was quite soft. Where before it was quite hard. So now that's my first injector, which I pulled out, and now I'm gonna go for the second one. I'm gonna go for the second one. It's gonna get T40. So I've loosened these before, so I'm just going to undo it again. It's quite straightforward. That's my first time pulling injectors out of a Vito. I've never done that before. I pulled the other injectors out of like different cars, Mercedes, Lexus, I think E-Class W210. I've done Lexus, the 2.2 engine, and I think I've done Peugeot and stuff like that. So no, that again, that's a bit tricky as well, because that's quite stuck, as you can see. Watch it. I have to see. So I've actually not seen any videos on YouTube doing the actual job like I'm doing now, so I thought I'll do that myself. As you can see, the threads, it's all covered. See the threads here? It's all covered with sludge, and it's all the carbon that was built up. But I think with the fluids being on it, which has made it softer, and we'll try my next one, see what's that going to be like. If you pull that out, see that it's moving slightly, but stuck. Dan is pulling out first to be able to get out. There we go. I had got 2 Hoovers at home, vacuums, but I didn't want to use them because they're one for upstairs, one for downstairs, and they're quite expensive, so I don't want to ruin them. I was checking on Gumtree to find some Hoovers. I found a couple, so I was willing to spend about £10 on them just to get it. Just to use it for this job, and then after throw it away. But they seem not to. The people are not responding to my messages. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'm gonna get hold of a Hoover to get this all off and give it a good clean. So basically all you need to do is really a flat screwdriver, scrape it all off. Now I need to use 2 hands, but having I'll just see if I can stand it over here. Just make here something. Split. Can you see what I'm doing? Sorry about the video, it's gonna be a bit plain, but I'm doing my best to get it in place so that you can see it. This bloody thing. Yep, that's better. Now I need to use the actual bolt to pull it up. So then from the behind there, I can pull it out. There you go. See, and with the bolt pulling up, can you see the state of it? So the sludge. Right, that's out. Ah, damn it. Now I should be able to use one hand. So as you can see, it's straight. It's quite easy. As you can see, it's moving. So a couple of times you can use the plastic, but don't put any force on it. So it should just move around freely, as you can see. So I'm hoping I was gonna borrow some injector removers off of a friend of mine. Actually, at work we've got some. I was gonna bring it, but to pull the injectors out. But by the looks of it, as you can see, it's a bit tricky. Right, let's see. Now what you do is put your hand on one side and then screwdriver on the other. Bit it's hard with the cameras. Holding the camera. Right. Yeah, that's better. So what you do is get a screwdriver under there, and then from the top, just your fingers, give it a little play, right to the left, and here we go, the second one out. Happy days. Watch, that's my second injector. So basically nothing wrong with the injectors. The injector's fine. Can you see the amount of sludge built up on here? So you see it's quite soft, it just comes off. See, it's quite soft. Can you see it? That's because the fluids are used on it. So some people say oven cleaner and stuff, but no. Can you see? So it's quite easy, straightforward. See around there, so like it's quite soft. So basically your injector's not getting jammed in, easy to pull out. So that's my second injector. So I just want to make sure put them back in in order. So now go from right to the left. So first, second. Now the third one. Can you see all the? See, it's like a liquid there. So that's the liquid I was using, obviously. Now watch the sludge. Watch. Have a look at this. Look, so much there. Unbelievable. So, and by the way, what I've done was a while back, I think a couple of years back, I was driving a Sprinter, and someone I met someone who had a Sprinter, and basically he had like about 500,000 miles on the clock with the same engine, and basically he was telling me use 2.2 Accord injector on them, and you will never have that issue again. So on this one I've done the same, because it's a Bosch injectors. So see the amount sludge. I'll pick up in 1 second. No, that's if you have few tools at home, you can do it yourself. You don't need to, because if you get someone else to do that, they will be very expensive. I was asking a friend. There's a shop here who's doing like Mercedes specialist. They say about £150 for an injector to just do the seals on them. So look at this. This is quite soft. So normally that would be really hard. But as you can see, it's quite soft. It's like slightly harder than a chewing gum, as you can see. So, and it's sticky like chewing gum as well. So now we've done. Yeah, let's get back to the 2.2 injector seals. So he said basically if you go to the dealer and ask for a 2.2 Accord injectors, and they will and you will put them on instead of the Mercedes ones, which you will never have that issue again. So I've done it on this one. That's a Vito, but I'm hoping it will be the same, because since it's the Bosch injectors, same as the 2.2 Accord. They both they have Bosch injectors, same as this one. So basically I've done that, and now what I'm gonna do is pull all the injectors out. Tomorrow buy a Hoover and clean it slowly and put them all back nicely. Make sure you clean the holes and stuff. Can you see? It's quite dirty black inside. Number 2 is the worst one. Oh, and by the way, I think the seals on Accords are quite thicker than a Mercedes one. The ones that Mercedes supply, the Accord ones are a little bit thicker. That's why I'm guessing that's why that I won't have that issue again. So now the third one, I'm just gonna get that liquid out of there. So the liquid that I've got, see, the liquid I've got here. So I'm gonna get this cleaned so that I don't have, so that they don't go down onto the pistons. So far so good. Basically 2 injectors I've moved quite easy, so hopefully I'm hoping that the other 2 will be quite easy as well. See, so I just got out of here. It's like pure tarmac. It's like a tar. It's like a tar. You know, like when you melt a tar, it's exactly like that. So and there's the other stuff. So at the top bit, still a little bit hard, but the bottom, which way you need, is quite nice and soft, so you can easily work on it. Right, now let's move on to the third injector, see how that goes. If the third injector goes well, then definitely it's a good news. Watch how much sludge I've got out of here. Have something like that in front of you, so then you put all your dirt on it. See, and all that as well here. It's quite heavy, so as you can see, there's like that tar. Anyway, let's move on to the injector number 3. No, I'm a right-handed and this hand's black, and I don't want to hold my phone using that hand because it will be black, and don't want to go inside the house and have another challenge of cleaning the tar off my phone. So your bolts will be kind of blocked with that carbon, so what you need to do is put it on nicely and hold it with one hand and tap it with the other one, so that it doesn't round off. So because if you round the screw, then you'll be screwed. So make sure you don't round the top. See in there nicely. There you go. It's loose because I've done it up yesterday. I've undone them yesterday, but it got a bit too late. It got a bit too late, so I had to go back in and left it because I'm just doing it outside my house. Now I'm gonna get some petrol tomorrow. And get all the stuff cleaned nicely, like the bolts, the injectors itself, hopefully things will go alright tomorrow. Tomorrow is cleaning, so today pulling the injectors out, tomorrow is cleaning, and then hopefully at the end result I will take a video of that as well and put it on. Right, things out. Let's check. No, I think few threads left. Zaki, inside now. Come on, Slate. Go. Right, let's try this time. Excuse now. There you go. That's that as well. Tough. Look at that. It's bloody like the rust building up. Looks like rust building up on it, and it's like completely blocked. See the threads? Can't see the threads. It's all filled with the no. See, if you have a Hoover with you, that'll make it much easier than as you clean it. You just hoover it up, and it'll be much easier. So basically all you have to do is the clump. That is the problem. So once you get the clump out, then it's much easier. See, the clump's proper like stuck in, but nothing is impossible. That's why I believe nothing's impossible, everything possible. We have to make the effort and make it possible. Inside. Go. Go inside. Let go. 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 Go inside. Go. Go inside. Slate. Go. Can you see it? There. No, I can't see it because of that. So, see the cup in here. Um, So it seems a bit harder to get out. think it's past 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to give up with this one and carry on tomorrow. I just got 2 out. I was expecting the last 2, well, not the third one, but the fourth one to be hard, but the third one's quite hard, so should be alright. See if I can saw hoover out tonight and then pick it up tomorrow, and hopefully that'll make it much easier, because at least I can, whatever I scrape off, then I can hoover it up. Which makes it very easy for me to work around the injector. Started this a bit too late, so I think it started on at about 20 past 8, so about a couple hours I've been on with this. and I'm just gonna have to give up on this now till tomorrow. I'm really eager to pull it out, but it's getting quite late, so just gonna spray some WD-40 on it and leave it till tomorrow. That's all for tonight, all for today. Alright guys, see you later on.